Welcome to another exciting episode of Sankofa Inner City Cultural League Online. I am Mr. Williams, and I thank you from all of us at Sankofa Inner City Cultural League for joining me today. Today we have wonderful presentation from our presenters. Please don't go away now.
Many of us already know that smoking cigarettes is bad for your health. It causes cancer, heart, and breathing problems. But sometimes we don't think how cigarette and cigar smoke might also be hurting someone else, like your children.
Problems that children can develop if they're exposed to cigarette smoke or secondhand smoke includes problems like respiratory tract infections, including bronchitis and pneumonia. They can also experience ear infections as a result of secondhand smoke, and they can also have more asthma symptoms and more asthma attacks if they're exposed to secondhand smoke.
Secondhand smoke is the smoke that comes from the burning end of a cigarette or cigar. It's also the smoke breathed out by a smoker. When someone breathes in this secondhand smoke, it can be just as harmful as actually smoking.
I've seen children have very severe asthma attacks after having an exposure to secondhand smoke, attacks that were so bad that they required hospitalization in our intensive care unit.
Secondhand smoke can also cause lung cancer and heart attacks in adults who do not smoke. There are more than 4,800 different chemicals and gases in secondhand smoke. 250 of them are toxic and act as poisons in the body. These include arsenic, cyanide, and carbon monoxide in a deadly combination. It is not something that anyone, especially children, should be breathing.
We estimate that 43% of children between the ages of 2 and 11 years are exposed to secondhand smoke. We also know that 40%, that's nearly half of children who end up in the emergency department because of asthma problems, are exposed to secondhand smoke.
Secondhand smoke in the home is especially harmful to children. Those who live in homes where people smoke get sick more often with coughs, breathing problems such as asthma, and ear infections. They're more likely to miss days of school. And children whose parents smoke are twice as likely to become smokers themselves.
They told me that secondhand smoke will trigger his asthma if we smoke around him, anything but we smoke outside.
Very young children commonly have lots of viral infections, but if those same children, let's say children less than 2 years of age, are living in a home with a smoker, they're also going to be susceptible to having more wheezing, more shortness of breath, more difficulty handling those viral infections. And parents don't realize it, but sometimes when kids have these symptoms separate from a viral infection, these could be the early warning signs of asthma. And if there's a smoker in the home, it's very likely that secondhand smoke is the trigger for their young child's symptoms.
According to the Environmental Protection Agency, an estimated 1 million children with asthma have their condition made worse by breathing secondhand smoke.
We've had a few pretty scary instances where I'm driving to the emergency room and she's turning blue on me just because she can't breathe.
My asthma started acting up, and when we arrived at the emergency room, I couldn't breathe at all.
Estaba yo sola con el niño y pues ya tenía 15 días el niño enfermo, ¿verdad? Como a los 4 años. Estaba ya con... Él se dormía, pero yo tenía que estarlo viendo porque era el momento en que el asma le prendió más fuerte. Decía, papi, ¿qué tienes? Nada, pero él respiraba y las costillas de aquí se le subían y se le bajaban, se le subían y se le bajaban. Y yo lloraba.
We know that secondhand smoke causes premature death both in children and non-smoking adults. It causes heart disease and lung cancer, and children can be born with or can develop asthma, respiratory tract, and ear infections.
People have a lot of misconceptions about secondhand smoke. A lot of people think that it's okay to be exposed to a little bit, but a lot of exposure is bad. That's not really true. Even a small amount of exposure can be harmful.
Hey everyone, this is Miss Natisha. I hope you enjoyed today's lessons. Come back for more. We can't wait to see you again soon.